colors, they're beautiful.
Yo, what's up? We're back. So listen, I'm gonna be doing some seafood today. You know how it is when you're in New England, you got to save things to make other meals. Well, I'll tell you, last time we were out here, I had a whole bunch of fresh lobster heads and everything. And what I do is I put these in this stock I got going on over here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm gonna make out of this, right, Ollie?
What you gonna make?
I'm gonna make a lobster bisque, man.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, normally this takes an awful long time to make. You know what I'm saying? It takes an awful long time to make because here, let me get this heat up on here. Let's see where it is. There it is. It would take an awful long time, but see, I was smart enough before, ahead of time, to get a base going.
Johan is slick.
Yeah, that's right. I'm real slip as a whip, man. So, stick around, guys. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do with these little potatoes are gonna get put in that lobster bisque that I got going on over there. See, I got this going on. It's gonna taste really good, really, really good. So I'm gonna hit these, I'm gonna saute up these beautiful Yukon baby golds here, and when I'm ready to saute them up, I'll let y'all back in on this gig. We'll be right back. Yeah, so that we can just cut some of these beautiful vegetables for our, bisque over there. I take a different, flow on bisques. I like to add fresh sauteed vegetables to mine, man. Comes out real good. And plus it makes it mine. Everybody's used to the same old bisque, but they ain't tried the Johan Sunset bisque, I'll tell you that right now. So, yes sir.
Oh, I love carrots.
Oh, I love carrots too, man. They give like a natural sweetener, Ollie, to the product that you're putting it in. Especially if you caramelize it first. If you caramelize it and bring out them sugars in it, man, I'll tell you what, it tastes real good.
Look at the colors, they're beautiful.
Yep. So what we're gonna do here, I guess, like I said, we're gonna just chop all of this stuff up because this is the way I like to do it. I make it really nice and fine, like. Yep. And it just makes it easier to go in that it's like a stew that I'm making. And I got all of these lobster heads going on over here. As I showed you before, my roux. So we're gonna have this going. Remember them skins that I cut from the fish? I threw in here to get all of that flavor out of them, in the stock.
Oh, the seafood flavor is gonna be amazing.
Oh yeah, man. Especially since all of these heads are cooking. You know what I'm saying? These are gonna be delicious, man. So we'll be right back. We'll show you how this goes. So guys, this is what I said. Okay, so I told y'all I like to do flips. When typical people like to do things, their way or whatever. When it comes to lobster bisque, they got a certain way. But when Johan does it, he likes to beef it up, man. So like I said, got my lobster stock going here. I got my vegetables going here. I got my roux over there. I'm going to take some of these green beans too, and I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to chop these up. See that? Because they're going to be like ever so finely in this mixture here. I have some celery. I have some carrots, and I have the hell is this thing here?
A parsnip.
Yeah, I have a parsnip going on. And I'm gonna mix all of that down together, right?
Just marry it.
Yeah, it'll be married almost like the Trinity in New Orleans. They have, you know, New Orleans uses peppers and onions and celery mixture. My addition to this thing here is going to be some potatoes. So what I got going on is this pot's getting nice and hot here. See, like, right? Like what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me some oil. I use some cheap oil in this, guys. I don't use the, you know, the expensive type. I'll go ahead and I'll use some vegetable or whatever. And I'll just go ahead and what I like to do is I'll throw me in some of this here, some of these potatoes going on. You know, and I'll just get them to a brown. See? What else I'll do is I'll take my little personal mirepoix going on here.
And just pour it in.
And I just pour that in ever so lovingly. See that there? Yeah. Okay, so I also use garlic in this here. But again, you know how I am with garlic. I don't use garlic until the end of the deal because I don't like my garlic to get, you know, bitter from being burned. Man, the worst taste in the world is to have stuff that's bitter and burned. So, you know, and this point here, y'all, I got my fresh roux sitting right there, my fresh fruit, you know. What I like to do at this point, I like to take me a little bit of my seasoning that I got mixed here, okay, and I'll tell you what, before I add my garlic to it, I'm going to add my little seasoning. So at this point, guys, what I do is I add my secret spices right to that, right there. And I mix that all up and around and, you know.
Just stir it all around.
Right. And at this point, remember that roux that I had that was frozen? Well, anyway, I let it come to a melt. And what I'll do is at this point, I'll mix that up in there. And I'll mix all of this around, just like this. This way, it gets used to when I take this liquid and I throw it up in there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut to film and we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how I add this liquid to this roux. Okay guys, so what I'll do here now is I'll take this here and I'll just add it all up in there. Like that.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Oh man, it looks more than lovely. You get one of these up out of here. Let me shut this down for a minute. Yeah. And you see all of these heads here? We take all of this stuff out and we put it up on the side there and then we add it to this bisque. So, like I said, as soon as we're done peeling that, we'll show you how this gets done. So in the meantime, we'll let it sit back there until we're ready for the next layer. Like I said, when you're cooking certain foods, you like to build things in layers. Because if you don't build them in layers, you don't have proper taste. And where I'm from, we all have proper taste. So guys, what I've learned is when making like a lobster stew, you can use just about everything on a lobster. So I go in and I pull these all apart and I let them get nice and cool, and then I pick the assorted meat that I want to take out of it, or the assorted type of stuff, like all of that stuff up there around the brain, like
right out of the head.
Right out of the head, man. I'll tell you what, some of this stuff is good. So we're gonna let this sit a little bit. It's like I said, over here I have the base ready, and then all of the meat products that I get up out of the heads, are going into here. And then after I'm done with the process of this, adding a thickening agent, I'm going to go ahead and add it to this here. You know, it's got all of those beautiful baby golds in it. You know, all of them other fresh celery and all of that. See, this is a lot different than your average bisque. And of course, I'll be taking some of these heads and I'll be grinding them down and throwing them inside. So stick around. It's about ready to get loopy. So guys, this is where it gets interesting, okay? See, I take this carcass, you see underneath this here, there's a lot of meat here, man. And I just open that up. See it? Look at all that.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so this is what I do, bro. I just scrape it all up in here. And what I do is I'll take all of these little carcasses like I got, all this meat, and I'll put it all up in here. Look at this, right? And I'll do all of this stuff here to this shit too. Watch this. Watch this. Man, I tell you what, dude. This makes the best lobster bisque, dude. You know, some people say, Johan, you just throw all of that stuff in there? No, what I do is I take it, and then I'll take it right over to my Ninja over there, and I'll take it, and I'll throw it right up in here. Watch this.
Johan, you put it in the blender?
That's it. Put it all up here in this blender. Skins, tails, and all. Okay? Now, here's the tricky part. Of course, I'm going to have to use all of this stuff here. I said, but here's the tricky part. What I do is I'll take me a little bit of my stock right here. See this here? Just like that. And then I'll come right over here to my trusty dusty blender Ninja and just mix it right up in here and go like this. Watch this. Oh, it plugged in?
You gotta press on, Johan.
Okay, there we go. Now watch this here. Blend that all up until it's a puree. And what I'll come to do is I'll take this, and after it's all mixed up, you see?
Let me see.
You take this stuff here, and you commence to put it right back in here.
So right in the soup.
Yep. Right back in there. And I tell you, this makes the best, the very best bisque that there is. In fact, I bet you, I got a bet for you. Any of y'all, put it down below to see if any of y'all else make a bisque like this. Look at that, come here, look. Then you just take it.
Oh, it's so lovely.
And you just mix it up into the consistency you want. So now, at this time, y'all, okay, this is what I do. Okay, I take it a step further.
A step further.
Step further. Step further. So guys, we put this puree. We build it to a puree. Put all of those shells and everything inside there, and we come out with a puree, and it comes out delicious to the consistency of what we need. Okay, so I pour that right up in there. Okay. Alright, meantime, this is where I build magic. I put that bisque right back on there, right?
It looks delicious.
Yep, and we build that up to a temperature. And what we're gonna do is when that comes up to temperature, we're gonna throw these up in now. And that's gonna be good, Ollie. Now, you got that bisque going, right? Watch this here, Ollie. This here is the greatest thing, is the greatest adventure I've ever come across. The frying pan.
The frying pan.
With all of that fond on the bottom. I'll take this. I just throw that in there like
Hold that scrimp up in there.
Yep. Just do this here, you see that? Oh yeah, baby. And I mix this around. And I'm not trying to cook it all the way through and through. But you see here, this here is nice and hot. See? And you pour this up on here the very last minute. You let that come through to be a cook. And that's it. Let's see. Let that sit for a bit. Now, we got this going on here. Look. Remember I was telling you? You don't want to overcook that, right? You see how that is?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that fire right off right now. And this is what we're going to do.
Just pour it right in.
Right there. Okay? Then, we can turn that fire off. And then we're going to give this a mix. Oh, yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I tell you what, that lobster bisque took a big old twist, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you what we're going to do here to plate this up here, Ollie. We're gonna commence to do some magic. Okay? Watch this here. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, we go ahead.
It's way better than New England.
That's right. This kind of got a Louisiana twist to it, you know, because I like to. We don't use any type of dairy. I mean, I don't use it. I don't like it because there's some people that don't like it. So what I do here is I come here when I put this right up on the table, like I put that right there.
It's like he's saying hi.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Get a good picture of that, Ollie.
Hey, fish.
If y'all are new subscribers, go ahead and hit it below. Appreciate y'all telling us all that you know. Tell me what you feel like that you'd like us to cook the next time we do a cooking video. It's not often that we do. Like I said, we've been out on vacation. We'll catch you on the next video. Say goodbye, Ollie.
Bye.